all the world's professions, private military contracting holds an infamous distinction. For good or ill, many nations need PMCs, and trailblazing entrepreneurs like Erik Prince fill that need. But before his career as CEO of Academy, formerly known as Blackwater, Prince trailblazed a new path for students at the Hillsdale Fire Department.
Erik had applied, and the guys were a little leery, about having a student and if he was going to be responsible, and then only being here part of the year. And but when he interviewed with the chief at the time, we decided to give him a shot, and he worked out really well. He was really well liked on the department, and he was a good firefighter. He definitely got in on a few pretty good fires, and the guys respected him for that. It's not very glamorous when it's 4 a.m. Nobody sees you, and you might be on a fire for an hour and a half, but then when you get back to the station, there could be another hour and a half to 2 hours of cleanup, reloading the trucks with the hose, wash, equipment, filling air tanks. And that's when some of the guys, they're kind of lazy. They just want to have a coffee or something and sit around and talk. And Erik was always one of the guys that just really pitched in and got her done. Generally, everybody liked him. The majority of the guys in the department, of course, were older than Erik, from their 30s to their 50s, and had families and full-time jobs, so it's a different situation. But he just he'd been with us for about at least a year or more when he and I was in the Army before I got in the fire department. I was lucky. I was a couple years too young for Vietnam, so I was in peacetime from 75 to 78 in the Army. And he would question me about it, and that's when he started telling me he had a real interest in getting into the Navy as a SEAL. And of course, he also took his EMT training and started running medicals. I was impressed. He had a plan, and he came from good money and never flaunted it. Never, he did what I think he wanted to do, which was just fit into the department and serve the community and be involved. And he did a really good job with that. Opened the door. Since Erik, we started taking some students in. We would tried to keep it to just a couple, and if they came in as freshmen or sophomores at the latest, because by the time they got trained, there wasn't a lot of sense to take a student in as a junior or senior. And so he really opened the door for quite a few individuals, that came along after him. I never heard him come in a bad mood. I never had him come in hungover or cussing or complaining about things. He was kind of a quieter guy. He wasn't a loud jokester, but he had a sense of humor, and he just the guys respected him because he was a good worker and had a good attitude.